Today we're going to exposing more of my classmates. So we're gonna be talking about these two people. This is how they look. The one with the blue shirt, we're going to call him J. And the one with the black jacket, we're gonna call him N. So first we're going to be talking about J. So one morning our teachers gave us some time to talk to all our table friends. J came in late, so the class looked at him. But everybody went back to what they were talking about. Then he looked at me and had the audacity to wink at me. And he just left like nothing happened. I ignored it, but I was very uncomfortable after that. And not the fact that he sometimes scratched his head 24/7. Even some people in my class would sometimes say that he had lice, and that caused a lot of people to make fun of him. And a lot of people would also make fun of him because how slow you walk.
And years later.
But there was one thing that people would always talk about him. It was his cursing problem. Jay was normally known to be the quiet kid in the class. But when we're not in class, people complain about how he cursed and how he would always say very inappropriate stuff, especially about girls. But enough talking about Jay, now we're gonna be talking about N. So one day it was lunch, and I was waiting in the lunch line until N started skipping the line. So he was behind me. Then suddenly he started grabbing my arm in a weird way. Personally, I don't really like when people touch me, especially when they don't have my permission. Then B from part 1 started telling him to back off. So he did let go, but instead of leaving us alone, B started touching these hands. Then I started telling him to leave her alone, and that he didn't have her permission to touch her. But he didn't care. He kept on doing it. After that, he started doing it to one of the boys in my class. We're gonna call him I. Somebody told me that he started touching his chest, but in a weird way, just like when he was touching my arm. I would tell you guys a lot more stories, but I don't want to make the video long. But I can show you a scene that I made about the other incident. A bit of blood. So what happened was N punched B. He hit her in the mouth, her stomach, and her face. So that's what happened. I hope you like the story that I gave you guys. And my apologies for taking so long to make this video. So I'm going to be reading some of the comments from my last video. I know a lot of people tell me that they had classmates like that. It's a gacha mod called Gacha Edits. I can do a tutorial if you want. Shout out to Rosejin H6G, but I'm still kind of confused. What music should I remove? That's a little bit shocking. No offense. My cousin had the same problem. Well, that's the end. I hope you guys like it. Bye.